Hello, I'm Elizabeth Shaw, and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of those you might be dealing with, different ways to recover from narcissistic abuse, and move forwards onto a much happier life for you. This video is about how a narcissist steals your trust and ways to rebuild your self-trust. After being intoxicated by a narcissist, you are often left with no trust in them, no trust in others, and no trust within yourself. Being scared to be who you are and scared to open up to those around you. They can do this as they choose people who do trust in themselves and do trust in other people, who care about other people, who like to see the good in people. They choose people who operate on trust and then they abuse that trust. When someone tells you, you've worked hard, you've done well, I like your top, you trust them. You've no reason not to. You wouldn't think twice about questioning them. You trust that the food you buy from the shop will be edible. You trust that the order you placed online will be delivered, as you've no reason not to. If it didn't turn up for whatever reason, you may think it's lost in the mail and check it's not with neighbours. You trust that you will get it, or that you'll at least get a refund. You trust the police and the courts to keep the law and the order. You trust in a partner, in a relationship, to love and care about you and to never hurt you, to love you with their full heart, and you trust them completely. You go into a relationship trusting them and assuming that they will do the same. You don't go around suspicious of those around you. You take things at face value. This is normal human behaviour until you've been intoxicated by a narcissist, and then all that self-doubt comes creeping in. You are honest and you hate dishonesty. You like to know the truth. In the idealisation period, a narcissist will treat you so well that we get conned into believing how much they love and care about us. We believe that they are telling us the truth, as we believe they are honest and open. They make us think that we can trust them. They may never even tell us, they might go around telling us about how other people have hurt them so badly and smashed their heart to pieces, so that we connect with their vulnerabilities and insecurities. And they'll go on about how it feels and they wouldn't want to do that to anybody else. We have no reason to not believe what they're saying, and as they are so convincing, it's hard not to believe them. Yet they are just playing on our trust in other people. They are playing on our empathy and our caring nature to gain our trust. Now, one easy tip when it comes to meeting new people is just take it slow. Observe their behaviours around other people, like when you're out in restaurants or out and about. See how they treat other people on that level. See if they match how you think and feel with your manners and your respect for other people. And if they don't, then that's up to them. That's just not the person for you. Walk with those who match your values and your beliefs. Now, when they start to say it's just a friend, we trust them. When they say that we are their soulmate and they love us, we trust them. When they borrow money from us, we trust they will pay us back like they said they would. When the female narcissist says they are on the pill, you trust them. When they say they are working late, we trust them. When they say they'll take care of the bills, we trust them. They can then slowly but surely shatter our trust during the devaluation stage. Our trust in them is what they use against us time and time again. Our caring nature and wanting to see the best in them is what they use against us time and time again. With the gaslighting and the twisted words, we often end up confused within ourselves, believing that they are good and it must be something that we said or did. As we live the reality of the idealisation phase, we look for the good in them. They slowly take our trust, disrespect it and stomp all over it. When we question them, It's then the mind games of the silent treatments, the gaslighting, the blame shifting, the arguments, the projection, and so many more, leaving us with self-doubt. Then when we see what's been happening, they'll most likely have upped and left with no explanation, no closure, leaving a horrible pain in our heart and horrible thoughts running constantly through our minds, trying to work it all out. And we just can't seem to be able to escape from those thoughts in the beginning. They leave us to deal with all the aftermath, with all that narcissists do. Most of us are often left with little to no trust within ourselves and often not knowing who to trust around us, questioning why people are being nice to us. If they want something from us, are they being genuine, or do they just want to use us? Most of us might feel foolish and not want to talk to others if we are not already isolated. A lot of people will self-isolate to avoid any further pain. You are far from alone if you have done this. With how they manipulate, it's hard to see what's happening while it's happening, as they can bring that idolization phase back at any point. They play nice, and we start to look for the good in them again, and we want to believe them. It's even more difficult to see what's truly happening to us. You can and you will get your trust back, first within yourself and then within others, and be proud of yourself for getting free. Rebuilding your self-trust after a narcissistic relationship is a journey that you will go on, and you will get there. After the trauma bond and CPTSD, rebuilding your trust, not only in yourself but trusting in those around you. Your intuition is key in this. Listen to it and take action with what it's telling you. This will help you make the right choice and slowly rebuild your trust. Start reflecting back at those moments your intuition did not know. Those moments your intuition did know something, but because you couldn't see it, because you couldn't work out what the intuition was telling you, you pushed it down and ignored it and carried on anyway. Little things in the beginning that you made excuses for, minimize them. Perhaps instead of trusting that intuition, you ended up asking the narcissist, who lied to you anyway, or did the whole "you're insecure, you're selfish, I didn't say it like that, that never happened," or the gaslighting that comes with a narcissistic person. Even though your intuition was telling you what they were saying didn't add up, you wanted to believe them, so you ignored your own intuition, that gut feeling. And remember how many times you did ignore it. You lost more of your trust each and every time. Now I really do know within that relationship, it's difficult to, with all the gaslighting that's going on, it's difficult not to push your intuition away and believe and trust within them, because you care about them and you've got empathy for them. But this is the lesson that it's teaching you. At that time, you did not know, and with all the manipulative tactics, they take you down. Now you are out. It's about recognizing how they took you down, and you're not alone in this. Narcissistic people take far too many people down. So recognizing how they take you down to make sure that you don't get involved with narcissistic people in the future, and you walk with good, caring people who want the best for you. There are people out there that do want the best for you. There are people out there that are like you, good, caring, empathetic people. Now, you may have plans and ideas of how your life is going to work out, and then life gets in the way. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as you were going in the wrong direction, and now life is guiding you a new way. Listen to your inner truths, what that gut of yours is telling you, that intuition. Sometimes it can be something out of nowhere that wasn't even planned. If your intuition is telling you to do something, I would recommend following it, because it's usually right. If you look back 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year or 6 months, you'll see how much wiser you are now, how much you've come through and how much you have learned. When you see signs your intuition is trying to tell you something, look and listen to those signs. Take a moment to see what you truly want to do about something and not other people's opinions. You can ask for help, you can ask for guidance, you can ask for support, but only take on board what really feels right to you. Learn to stop isolating yourself. Start getting out there and just smiling at people. Take action. Every time you listen to your intuition, take action. See that it works for you. It'll build your trust back up within yourself. Then when you listen to it and those around you, it'll build your trust back up in others. When you take action that agrees with your intuition, you'll learn to trust yourself again, doing what is right for you. Raising your standards, knowing your values and beliefs, learning your boundaries and trusting from within. And each of us is different and entitled to our own. Learning your new blueprint on life and adapting to it. Getting a pen and paper and writing down where you would like to be. Where do you want to be 5 years from now, and why would you like to be there? Then actioning the baby steps to get yourself there. Working on you helps you to stop letting negative, narcissistic people rent space in your mind that will not cover the cost of the rent. Working on you takes your mind away from them and your focus becomes on yourself and your future. So your thoughts become more and more about thinking for your life, your dreams, your goals, and less about them. Bringing your focus onto you. When babies, children, we were all babies once. We did not quit. We learned to sit, we learned to crawl, we learned to walk, we learned to talk. It's not easy. Babies stumble, they fall, it takes time and it takes practice, yet they do not stop. Babies make so many mistakes learning new skills, yet they keep going until they get it. We were those babies once. We are more than capable of carrying on and still going. Just like learning to ride or ride a bike, we go until we get it as a child. Yet somewhere in adulthood, we let the fear of our mistakes put us off achieving our goals and dreams. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fall. It's okay to make mistakes. Just go again. Like Thomas Edison's mindset. When he invented the light bulb, he did not fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways it didn't work until he found the way it did. So keep going until you find what works for you. We are all capable. We are all special. And we all have the greatness and power within to achieve our dreams, whatever they might be for us. We are all individuals, so it's our dreams for us. Confidence and trust, values and beliefs are something your mind creates for you. A lot of the time it's a program running in your subconscious, so now it's time to write it all out and bring your conscious mind into play to consciously make your new values, beliefs, and your new blueprint on life. So, if someone lets you down once, you might think that's okay. If they do the same thing twice, you'll learn not to go to them in future. For others, from now on, if someone lets you down once, that's it. You'll leave them be, depending on what it is. And it's up to you. It's your life. If you meet someone who likes a drink or two and you can live with that in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that's great. Doesn't mean that person is an alcoholic. If it doesn't fit your blueprint, your values or your beliefs, leave them to live their life and you go and live your life. Learning all about you and the behaviour you will and will not accept from others and the behaviour you will and will not accept from yourself. You can and you will recover from this. We are all more than capable of learning, growing, developing and recovering from narcissistic abuse. It's all about tuning into your true self again, tuning into your beliefs. We all accepted behaviour that we should have never accepted. And it's about learning from that to move forward. And it is easy to accept that behaviour because they do infect your minds with so much rubbish that you can't truly see what's happening to you at the time. But once you step out of that situation, and I know it's incredibly difficult especially at the beginning if you're struggling with trauma bonding and anxiety. But it's just taking the steps to work on each and every one, to try and spin things into the good, into find the positive in anything and everything you can. So, for example, if you miss that train, and it's not fun missing a train, smile at someone, get talking to someone, have a nice conversation with someone. Yeah, it's annoying you missed that train, but you got the opportunity to talk to a nice person, or find something that does happen that does benefit from that negative situation, and then get on the next train and know that you got on that next train and you still got on a train and it's okay. Now, I know with anxiety you might be suffering with doing things like this, so it's just about taking the steps to get yourself out of the house, to get yourself back out there, to get yourself back up and running. We are all capable of getting ourselves up and running again. We are all capable of learning who we truly are, what we want from life, and where we want to go with our own lives now. And if you want any extra support or advice, please do email me. Please add anything in the comments that helped you recover, because it is inspirational to others to see that you have achieved it, to see that other people can do it. And also, people take advice on board differently, so that hint, that tip might just help somebody else recover also. Thank you for listening to these videos. Like I say, if you want any advice, please add it into the comments or please do email. Bye.